Okay, I created this pole. I found it in the garage. And I just put some rubber on it because I don't want to wreck the carpet. So if you get a little shower rod thing, that'll help. What I want to do is use it for a balance pole. So I'm going to step back here. Let's put it in front of us. Actually, we're going to start standing on the left leg, then the right. We did some of these outside. So I'm bending my knees and I'm going out and in. And let me show you sideways. Stomach is tight, balanced, and straight out and back in. I'm trying not to wobble. I'm using the stick kind of forcefully. I want to keep this level. And then we'll swap legs and do the other side. So everything, see how I'm leaning? So we want to use this kind of like the line that we watch to make sure that we're not really shifting. So really you can dig into the pole. Toes are pointing forward or else it's a waste of your time. Shoulders are up. I think we're evening out. And then keep the pole in front of you. I'm just turning, you don't need to. And the pole's in front of me. I'm gonna keep my arms long in front of me, squat, sitting down and back up. My goal is as I'm coming down, I'm not overarching or rounding my back. I'm keeping it flat and then back up. I'm also keeping my head back. My ears are back and back up. So the weight is in my toes and back up and back. Sorry, I had an app thing that unfortunately turned on during it. So back and forth. Now let's stay low now and bring the pole out and back in, out and back in. So you could create resistance there. Or I have one of the 3-pound weights and I'm tucking it behind the pole just so I still get the leverage of out and in. As I'm pulling it in, I'm over exaggerating, trying to tighten the back of these muscles. But at the same time, I'm working my hip muscles so my knees aren't collapsing in. So I'm believing we did some of this stuff with that band on our leg, right? Or the resistance. So now with that bar, I'm gonna lean it forward. I'm bringing back my right leg. I've got my toe on the ground only, and I'm bending my knee and straightening it. I'm trying to keep my knee pointed to the ground and back up. Let's add a little bit by flexing our foot like we're standing on the ground. Keep it that direction like you're standing and back up. Like 3, 4, 5. Use that pole. 6. Now let's go from that to halfway up. We're gaining, and we're gonna do that donkey kick straight back. So we're working this muscle, and now with the donkey kick, we're also working here. Watch that you don't rotate open. You want to be facing your hip bones right here, facing this pole at all times. And I'm trying my best to keep my balance, right? But I'm also trying not to shimmy around. I'm trying to keep the reach, feel the stretch in the front of my thigh and back in. And let's do the other side. So my foot is flexed onto the ground. I've got the pole for balance. I'm on my toe now, but I'm pretending that I'm standing on the ground and I'm straight bending my leg and straightening it. Stomach is tight, hip bones are pointing forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You'll probably feel it on the weaker side when you're standing on it. Now let's do the donkey kicks. Bend your leg and push back. 1, 2, take your time. 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, how does that weight come in? At some point, you could take your weight, put it behind your knee, and do the donkey kicks. But I'm not going to do it. So that's a you thing later on. What else can we do with the pole? Let's get some lunge work. Let's get some diagonal. So the pole is in my left hand out front. I'm stepping at a diagonal back with the right leg, and then I'm bringing my knee up to the pole. So I'm working on a quick dynamic balance and core work and a little stretching as my leg comes back. 4. Now go slower, go faster. 6. As I'm coming back and I'm propelling off, the leg that I'm propelling off on, like for me, my left buttocks is feeling the fire to lift me up. And now let's swap. Right arm forward, left leg back at a diagonal, bending the front knee to get into kind of a little relaxed lunge, and then aiming. So I could either look more at the pole, or for me, I'd rather have my hips facing the same way as parallel to the pole. So I actually am bringing my knee across my chest to get to the pole. And now let's bring our toes together. Big toes are together, feet are turned in, glutes are tight, and we're gonna bend to knock knee and back up. So try to knock knee and then straighten up using your hip muscles. Stomach is tight, knock knee in, straighten up, rotating the hips out. So knees in as you stand, knees away from each other. Nice. Working on balance further, you can use the wall obviously at any time instead of the pole. The wall is more stable. Pole, not so much, and then obviously nothing is the hardest. So I'm gonna plant my right leg, a little micro bend in it. My pole's in my left hand. I'm lifting my left leg behind me, trying to get the letter T and then back in. So as you're coming up though, keep your toes pointing toward the ground. And back up. 3, 4, 5, nice and slowly. 6, swapping sides now. Pole is in my right arm. My left leg is in front. The knee is bent. And I'm coming up on my right tippy toes and then lifting up. Slowly back down. 2, 3, slow. Shoulders are back, away from our ears. 4, try to keep that back toe straight to the ground. 5, 6. I'm picking up the weight again. So I'm gonna keep the weight in my left hand. My right hand is holding the pole. My right leg is forward, my left leg is back. Hips are facing forward. The pole is kind of right in front of my right foot. I'm hinging down, got the weight here. I'm trying to lift off a little bit with the left foot and holding there. I'm gonna do some narrow rows. 2, watch your neck though, don't let your chin jut out. 4, 5, 6, swapping sides. Pole is on the left side, right in front of the left foot. Right foot is pointing down. I'm gonna lift off on my right foot a little and then low rows. Elbow is kind of grazing my side body. 3, 4, 5, 6. So you should be working foot muscles hip muscles, leg muscles, core muscles for balance, and then you could incorporate some arms. Hope this works. Bye.